The year was 1992. The streets of Harlem pulsed with energy, danger, and dreams. Four friends on the edge of adulthood faced choices that would change their lives forever. Juice wasn't just a movie, it was a raw, unflinching portrait of urban youth fighting for respect, power, and a future. The film captured the volatile mix of brotherhood and betrayal that defined coming of age in America's inner cities. Ernest Dickerson's directorial debut didn't just tell a powerful story, it launched careers, created cultural touchstones, and gave us performances that still resonate 3 decades later. The film's exploration of how power corrupts and how quickly friendships can unravel struck a chord with audiences everywhere. Today, we look back at the talented cast who brought this unforgettable story to life. Some went on to become legends. Others continued steady careers in Hollywood. And sadly, some left us far too soon. Their performances captured a moment in time, but their impact on film and culture continues to this day. This is the story of what happened to the stars of Juice, then and now. Bishop, Tupac Shakur. As the troubled and increasingly violent Bishop, Tupac Shakur delivered a performance so intense it's impossible to look away. His character's descent from loyal friend to power-hungry killer anchored the film's exploration of how the juice, respect, and power can corrupt absolutely. Bishop became the film's unforgettable villain, but Tupac brought layers of vulnerability beneath the menace. Tupac was just 20 years old when Juice hit theaters, already making waves as a rapper with Digital Underground. This breakthrough role showcased his natural acting talent and launched him into a brief but brilliant film career. He followed with powerful performances in Poetic Justice, Above the Rim, and Gridlocked. But music remained Tupac's primary legacy. After Juice, he released iconic albums including Tupacalypse Now, Me Against the World, and All Eyes on Me. His raw lyrics about street life, inequality, and personal struggles made him one of hip-hop's most influential voices. Tragically, Tupac's life was cut short in September 1996 when he was fatally shot in Las Vegas at just 25 years old. Had he lived, Tupac would be 53 today, and we can only imagine what other contributions he would have made to film and music. His portrayal of Bishop remains a masterclass in showing how environment and circumstance can transform a young man's ambition into something dangerous. The intensity in his eyes, the unpredictability of his actions, Tupac didn't just play Bishop, he inhabited him. It's a performance that continues to influence actors and filmmakers to this day. Cue Omar Epps. As the conscience of the crew, Omar Epps brought depth and humanity to Quincy Q. Powell. Unlike his friends, Q had dreams beyond the streets. His passion for DJing represented hope and a potential escape from Harlem. Throughout the film, Q struggles between loyalty to his friends and pursuing his own path, becoming our moral compass as Bishop's actions grow more extreme. Omar Epps was just 18 when Juice premiered, making his first major film appearance after a small role in Death by Temptation. His natural charisma and emotional range made Q instantly relatable, showcasing the acting talents that would define his career. After Juice, Epps quickly established himself as one of Hollywood's most promising young actors with roles in The Program, Higher Learning, and The Wood. He gained widespread recognition playing Dr. Dennis Gant on ER before landing his career-defining role as Dr. Eric Foreman on the hit series House MD, which ran for 8 successful seasons. Today, at 51 years old, Epps continues his successful career with recent appearances in This Is Us, Power Book 3, Raising Kanan, and Fatal Affair. He's also ventured into producing and writing, publishing his memoir, From Fatherless to Fatherhood, in 2018. His portrayal of Q remains powerful because Epps captured the universal struggle of a young man trying to forge his own identity while facing intense pressure from his environment. His performance grounded the film in authenticity and gave audiences someone to root for amid the escalating tension. Steel, Jermaine Hopkins. As the loyal and good-natured Steel, Jermaine Hopkins brought essential warmth and comic relief to Juice. Often serving as the group's heart, Steele's genuine friendship balanced the crew's dynamic. His character represented the everyday kid caught up in extraordinary circumstances, not the leader or the rebel, but the friend who sticks by your side no matter what. Hopkins was approximately 19 years old when filming Juice, having already made an impression in his film debut as Thomas Sams in the 1989 inner-city school drama Lean on Me, opposite Morgan Freeman. His natural authenticity and relatable presence made Steele instantly likable. After Juice, Hopkins continued his acting career with roles in films like Strapped and the stoner comedy sequel How High 2. He also appeared in television series including Moesha and The Wayans Bros. While his career hasn't reached the heights of some of his Juice co-stars, Hopkins has maintained steady work in the industry. Now, in his early 50s, Hopkins continues to take on occasional acting roles while also making appearances at film retrospectives and conventions, celebrating Juice and other urban classics from the era. His character Steele remains beloved by fans for representing the friend everyone wants in their circle. Loyal, funny, and grounding. Hopkins brought an essential authenticity to Steele, creating a character whose vulnerability and humor provided crucial balance to the film's increasing tension. His performance reminds us that sometimes the most relatable characters are those who feel most like people we actually know, not the larger-than-life heroes or villains, but the real friends who face life's challenges alongside us. Raheem, Khalil Kane. As the level-headed leader of the crew, Khalil Kane brought quiet strength and natural authority to the role of Raheem Porter. Before Bishop's violent transformation, Raheem was the group's anchor, respected, rational, and protective of his friends. His character represented responsibility amid chaos, making his fate one of the film's most shocking and pivotal moments. Khalil Kane was approximately 27 years old when Juice was released, though he played a teenager convincingly in his feature film debut. His commanding presence and nuanced performance immediately established him as a talented actor to watch in Hollywood. Following Juice, Kane secured roles in films like Renaissance Man, Love Jones, and the horror sequel Tales from the Hood 2. Television audiences came to know him as Darnell Wilkes on the UPN-CW sitcom Girlfriends, where he appeared in multiple seasons. He also took on the role of Marvin in the 2004 remake of The Manchurian Candidate. Today, at around 60 years old, Kane continues to work in film and television while also pursuing directing and production opportunities. His recent projects include appearances in Throwback Holiday and The Baxters. What made Kane's portrayal of Raheem so memorable was his ability to convey authority without aggression, a natural leader whose respect came from character rather than intimidation. His performance created the perfect counterbalance to Bishop's volatile energy, making the film's tragic turn of events all the more devastating for viewers. Radames, Vincent Laresca. As the territorial rival Radames, Vincent Laresca brought simmering tension and street credibility to Juice. His Puerto Rican character represented the multicultural reality of Harlem and added another layer of conflict for the four friends. Radames wasn't just an obstacle. He embodied the established power structure the protagonists were challenging in their quest for respect. Laresca was approximately 18 years old when filming Juice, making one of his earliest screen appearances after small roles in New Jack City and Hangin' with the Homeboys. His authentic intensity made Radames a compelling antagonist who felt genuinely threatening without becoming a stereotype. Following his role in Juice, Laresca built an impressive career as a character actor with remarkable longevity. His filmography includes notable appearances in Empire, The Fast and the Furious, Coach Carter, and The Aviator. Television audiences recognize him from roles in series like 24, Weeds, Shades of Blue, and Snowfall. Now in his early 50s, Laresca continues to work steadily in Hollywood with recent appearances in Blue Bloods, City on a Hill, and Law & Order: Organized Crime. His enduring career showcases his versatility and talent for bringing authenticity to diverse characters. What made Laresca's portrayal of Radames memorable was his ability to create a three-dimensional character in limited screen time. He wasn't just an antagonist, he represented the established order that the four friends were trying to disrupt in their own quest for power and respect. His performance added essential texture to the film's complex portrayal of street life. Detective Markham, Samuel L. Jackson. As the no-nonsense Detective Markham, Samuel L. Jackson brought his signature intensity to Juice in a role that foreshadowed his iconic career. Though his screen time was limited, Jackson's authoritative presence made Detective Markham a memorable symbol of law enforcement's relationship with urban youth. His interrogation scenes crackle with tension, showcasing the actor's ability to dominate every frame he occupies. Jackson was approximately 43 years old during the filming of Juice, already an experienced character actor, but still a year away from his career-defining role in Pulp Fiction. While not yet a household name, his talent was evident in every scene as he brought gravitas to what could have been a standard detective role. What followed Juice was one of the most extraordinary careers in Hollywood history. Jackson became Quentin Tarantino's frequent collaborator, starred in blockbusters like the Star Wars prequels and the Marvel Cinematic Universe as Nick Fury, and appeared in classics ranging from Die Hard with a Vengeance to Unbreakable and Snakes on a Plane. His distinctive voice and commanding presence have made him one of cinema's most recognizable stars. Today, at 76 years old, Jackson remains incredibly active with recent roles in The Marvels, Secret Invasion, and The Last Days of Ptolemy Gray. With over 150 films to his credit, he stands as one of the highest-grossing actors of all time. Jackson's brief but powerful performance in Juice represents an inflection point, a glimpse of the charismatic star power that would soon make him one of Hollywood's most bankable actors for decades to come. Trip, Cindy Herron. As Q's romantic interest, Trip, Cindy Herron brought a refreshing female perspective to the male-dominated world of Juice. Her character represented possibility beyond the streets, a supportive partner who encouraged Q's DJ ambitions and offered emotional connection amid the escalating tension. Though her role was supporting, Trip provided essential contrast to the masculine energy driving the narrative. Herron was approximately 30 years old when Juice premiered, though already well known as a founding member of the R&B group En Vogue, which had exploded onto the music scene in 1990 with hits like Hold On and My Lovin', You're Never Gonna Get It. Her established music career lent additional credibility to her portrayal of a character connected to Harlem's vibrant music scene. Following Juice, Herron primarily focused on her music career with En Vogue, contributing to multi-platinum albums and touring worldwide as part of one of the most successful female vocal groups of all time. The group's sophisticated harmonies and empowering messages made them defining voices of 1990s R&B. Today, at around 63 years old, Herron continues to perform with En Vogue, maintaining the group's legacy through touring and recording. While Juice remains her most significant acting role, her contribution to music has solidified her place in entertainment history. What made Herron's portrayal of Trip notable was the authentic chemistry she created with Omar Epps, providing a glimpse of what life beyond the neighborhood's dangers could look like. Her performance added dimension to the film by showing what the characters were fighting for. Not just respect on the streets, but the possibility of meaningful relationships and creative fulfillment. Director Ernest R. Dickerson. As the visionary behind Juice, Ernest R. Dickerson brought more than just directorial talent. He brought an authentic eye shaped by years as Spike Lee's cinematographer. His debut as a feature film director announced a powerful new voice in black cinema, one who understood how to capture urban environments with both gritty realism and cinematic beauty. Dickerson didn't just direct Juice. He crafted a visual language that brought Harlem to life as a character itself. Dickerson was approximately 40 years old when Juice was released, already respected for his cinematography on Spike Lee classics like Do the Right Thing, Malcolm X, and Mo Better Blues. His transition to directing showcased his complete understanding of visual storytelling, pacing, and eliciting powerful performances from young actors. Following Juice, Dickerson directed films including Surviving the Game, Bones, and Never Die Alone. He also became a prolific television director, bringing his distinctive visual style to episodes of The Wire, The Walking Dead, Dexter, and Godfather of Harlem. His ability to balance character-driven storytelling with striking imagery has made him a valued director across genres. Today, at around 73 years old, Dickerson continues his directing career with recent work on series like DMZ, Raised by Wolves, and Winning Time, The Rise of the Lakers Dynasty. His influence on both cinema and television demonstrates his versatility and enduring talent. Dickerson's direction of Juice stands as a masterclass in authenticity and tension building. The film's visceral energy, naturalistic performances, and dynamic camera work revealed a filmmaker who understood how to translate street reality into compelling cinema without losing the human stories at its core. Juice wasn't just a movie. It was a cultural milestone that captured the raw energy of early 90s Harlem and launched careers that would shape entertainment for decades. 33 years later, its unflinching look at friendship, power, and survival continues to resonate with new generations of viewers discovering its powerful performances and authentic storytelling. What happened to these talented actors reflects the unpredictable nature of Hollywood. Some achieved legendary status, others built steady careers, and some left us far too soon. But together, they created something that transcends time. A film that feels as urgent and relevant today as when it first hit theaters in 1992. What's your favorite performance from Juice? Drop a comment below and share your memories. Don't forget to subscribe for more. Then and now retrospectives on the films and actors that defined a generation. Hit that notification bell so you never miss our latest videos. Thanks for watching.